The Lord says that the miracle you once hoped for in silence has been remembered by me. And today, I call you to listen with all the tenderness that remains in your heart. My beloved child, this is not a word that comes to make you afraid, nor to force you to chase after a fleeting emotion. This is the word of the Father bending down beside you, placing his hand upon the most weary places of your life, and reminding you that I have never forgotten the things you prayed for. There are desires you lifted up long ago, words you only dared to speak in the night, and tears that fell while you thought no one saw them. But I saw when you quietly wiped away your tears before stepping outside to keep smiling. I saw when you carried financial worry in your heart, trying to appear strong, while deep within you only longed for a hand to lift you up. I saw everything, and I say to you that not one sincere prayer has been lost before me. Today, I want you to understand that your waiting has not been in vain. The months and days that seemed to stand still were not proof that I was distant, but the season in which I was quietly preparing you for what you are about to enter. Many times you asked yourself why the door you prayed for remained tightly shut, why the thing you hoped for kept being delayed, why your efforts had not yet borne the fruit you expected. My child, there are doors I hold back not to punish you, but to protect you. There are things I slow down not because I do not love you, but because the time has not fully ripened. Your heart is not yet steady enough, or the road ahead needs to be cleared more deeply. I have kept you from wrong turns, from unhealthy connections, from opportunities that look bright on the outside but could have caused you to lose peace within. What you once called rejection was sometimes my protection in a form you had not yet understood. I know you have longed for a breakthrough, not only to have more money, but so that your life may become lighter. You have longed to stop being afraid whenever you think of tomorrow, to be released from heavy burdens, to see your family more settled, to live without the feeling that debt and lack are pulling you backward. I do not take that lightly. I know your needs, every burden you carry, the dreams you had to fold away because the conditions were not yet enough, and the times you wanted to give, but your hands were limited. Therefore, when I speak of provision, do not think only of a number. Understand that I am speaking of the restoration of faith, the widening of your path, the release from worry that has followed you for too long, and the rebuilding of dignity in the place where you once felt small. There is movement taking place behind what you have not yet seen. While you still thought everything was silent, I was still arranging. While you thought your prayers were trapped in emptiness, I was gathering every sigh and turning them into seeds for a season of answers. While you thought you had been forgotten behind closed doors, I was preparing a door more fitting, wider, and more peaceful. My beloved child, I do not need you to see the whole picture before you can believe. I only invite you to keep your heart awake, because change often begins very quietly, a phone call arriving at the right time, a message opening a new direction, counsel that awakens you, an opportunity arising from somewhere you did not expect, support coming when you thought you had no strength left. Do not despise small signs, for I often place a great beginning inside something very humble. Do not let the voice of darkness convince you that I have forgotten you. Do not let old disappointments make you think that good things are not meant for you. Do not let one difficult season become a sentence over your entire future. I have seen your faithfulness on the days when no one applauded. I have seen you keep walking even when your heart was heavy. I have seen you still do what was right when no reward was visible before you. I have seen you pray in weariness, still hoping when hope was only like a small lamp before the wind. Do you think those things are small? No. My beloved child, in my eyes, every time you chose trust instead of surrendering to despair, every time you chose gentleness instead of bitterness, every time you chose integrity instead of a shortcut, it was a precious seed sown into a future harvest. I am turning your tears into streams of restoration. What once wounded you will no longer be allowed to define you. The nights when you cried alone will not become the final period, but a testimony that I was near you even in the darkest hours. There are financial burdens that will be released through wisdom. There are doors of work that will open in the right time. There are connections that will be brought to support you. There are ideas I will light within your heart so you know how to keep walking. But when these things come, receive them with a humble heart. Do not let abundance cause you to forget the one who lifted you up. Do not let blessing turn into wastefulness. Do not let what I entrust to you become a reason for you to drift away from peace. I give not only so that you may have more, but so that you may live more freely, more clearly, more generously, and more fully in the purpose I have placed within you. Prepare your heart for the new season through very real steps. Put in order what needs to be put in order. Learn to steward what I place into your hands. Let go of the mindset that you were born only to lack. Stop calling yourself by the name of failure. I call you by the name of hope, restoration, and new beginning. If you once stumbled financially, I can still teach you to stand again with wisdom. If you once suffered loss, I can still lead you into a season of restoration in a better way. If others once looked down on you, I can still lift you up quietly, so that your life itself becomes the answer. I do not need you to argue with every criticism. I need you to walk faithfully, so that your peace, maturity, and fruit may speak on your behalf. My child, what I am doing behind the curtain does not always appear immediately before your eyes, but you can recognize it through the deep peace I place within your heart. Listen to that guidance. When an opportunity comes carrying light, righteousness, and an invitation to maturity, step into it with courage. When a path makes you lose peace, no matter how attractive it looks on the outside, know how to stop. When I remind you to be patient a little longer, do not think you are being left behind. When I urge you to act, do not let fear hold your feet. A miracle is not always something that happens in a few seconds. Many times it is a series of steps arranged by me, so that day by day you move closer to the freedom you once prayed for. So today, keep this word like a lamp within your heart. I remember you. I know your name. I hear the words you whisper in hidden corners. I see the tears you hide behind closed doors. I do not ignore your faithfulness, nor do I abandon your real needs. Something good is being led toward you by me, but receive it with alert faith, not impatience, with gratitude, not fear, with wisdom, not haste. Lift your head, my beloved child. A door that once closed does not mean every door is closed. A season of waiting does not mean the promise has died. Silence does not mean I am absent. I am acting for you in places you have not yet seen, turning what seemed immovable, opening a peaceful way where you once thought there was only a dead end. And when the time comes, you will look back and understand that I prepared your miracle with love, wisdom, and unfailing kindness. You are not forgotten, and you have never been abandoned, even though there have been seasons of life that made you feel as if your prayers had dissolved into silence. My beloved child, let this word go deeply into the place where you have been most weary. I still see you. I see your heart when it tries to hold on to faith on days when there is no clear sign. I see the pain you have hidden behind calmness. I see the times you forced a smile so others would not know how exhausted you were within. Not one tear of yours falls meaninglessly. Not one silent prayer is lost before me. And not one quiet endurance is forgotten in the records of grace. What has been delayed does not mean it has been denied. There are blessings I hold back not to hurt you, but to prepare the right time, the right way, the right people, the right door, so that when it comes, you will know it was not luck, but my hand at work. Now, what was once held back is beginning to be transferred according to my order. Doors that were once silent are being stirred. Promises that seemed to lie still in the dark are being awakened. Invisible chains that once held your feet in anxiety, lack, fear, and self-doubt are being broken link by link. I do not come only to comfort you in pain. I come to lead you out of the place that has confined you for too long. I do not only dry your tears. I am also preparing for you a season in which even those who thought you would never rise must see the light I have placed upon your life. You have passed through storms that many people could not understand, endured pressures not everyone could see, and stood firm in moments when you thought you were about to fall. And today I say to you that endurance is not treated lightly before me. The lies once spoken to lower you, shame you, and make you doubt your worth are now losing their power. I am erasing the sentences that people or darkness once placed upon you, the voices that said you were not good enough, not strong enough, not worthy enough, not loved enough, not enough to step into what is good, will have to fall silent before what I do. You are not defined by the doubt of others. You are not limited by the eyes that once looked down on you. You are not locked inside the shallow judgments of life. Your name is not written in the ink of failure, but inscribed in my mercy. And when I decide to lift you up, no slander can pull you down from the place I have appointed. I am not only bringing you simple restoration, as though merely returning what was lost. I am preparing a deeper and wider repayment, a multiplied reward for what you have endured in silence. The places that once hurt you will become places where I reveal healing. The seasons that once made you bow your head will become ground upon which you stand taller in humility. What seemed like nothing but loss will be transformed by me into wisdom, strength, compassion, and the ability to lift others up. You will not come out of the storm with empty hands. I will use that very journey to testify that you were not defeated. What came to break you will not have the right to write the final paragraph of your story. I am the one who writes, and I write with light, with grace, and with a promise that does not perish. Remember who your Father is. I am the one who was before every beginning and who remains when all things end. I am the one who opens a way where there seems to be only rock, who creates a path where you thought everything had completely closed. I do not need favorable circumstances in order to act. I do not need human agreement in order to lift you up. I do not need doors that appear easy to open in order to lead you into a new season. When I speak open, what has been locked must give way. When I call your name, delay cannot hold you forever. When I place my hand upon your life, opposing things may make noise, but they cannot cancel my purpose. And now, I am opening a way for you, not a way built by pressure and fear, but a way paved with guidance, peace, and grace. Tonight, you may feel a quiet shift within yourself. Not everything I do begins with a loud sound outside. Many times it begins with a strange lightness, with a small faith being rekindled, with the feeling that you are no longer bound to the old place. What you prayed for through tears is being considered by me in love, and there are answers prepared in heaven before you see signs on earth. Do not measure my faithfulness by the speed of your circumstances. There are things I have approved that must still pass through a process before reaching your hands at the right time. There are answers on the way, help being sent, and opportunities forming in places you cannot yet see. The rejections you once experienced are not evidence that you are unloved. Many times, they were my way of redirecting you away from what was not worthy of the light I placed within you. There are people who left, not because you lacked value, but because they were not capable of honoring what I am building in you. There are doors that close not to humiliate you, but to protect you from rooms too small for the promise I placed over your life. There are no answers that once hurt you, but later you will realize they were grace, disguised in a confusing moment. I removed from you attachments that wore you down, places that forced you to shrink, and hands that only wanted to receive without knowing how to cherish. And I am sending people who know how to see, honor, support, and protect the light I have kindled in you. When you are weak, call me. Do not wait until you are strong to draw near to me, for I am your strength even in your trembling. When a door closes before you, call me. Do not quickly conclude that it is the end, for I can open another way you have never thought of. When your mind is surrounded by anxiety, call me. Do not let fear teach you about the future, because fear only knows how to retell old stories, while I am the one who makes all things new. When darkness tries to convince you that everything is too late, lift your voice toward me. Your voice is not small before me. Your praise is not meaningless in the battle. Every time you choose to honor me in difficulty, you are declaring that circumstances do not rule your life, that lack does not rule your faith, and that opposition has no right to steal what I have sealed. You have been given authority to rise before the plans that wanted to make you collapse. Not the authority of pride, but the authority of a child who knows they belong to the Father. You do not need to shout in order to prove strength. You only need to stand firm in truth. You do not need to retaliate against those who doubted you. You only need to let my light within you continue to shine. You do not need to open every door by your own strength. You only need to follow when I open the way. What I have sealed for you, darkness cannot steal. What I have placed upon you, lies cannot erase. What I have prepared for you, delay cannot bury. Therefore, my beloved child, lift your head. Do not live as though you are still outside the promise. Do not see yourself as one forgotten simply because the journey has been longer than you expected. I am doing a new thing, and it begins with me restoring faith within you. Let peace return. Let hope rise. Let your voice be lifted instead of remaining silent in fear. I am transferring what was delayed, breaking chains, erasing lies, bringing the right people closer, and opening a way where there was no way. You are not alone. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten. You are being led by me into a season where what once hurt you will have to bow before restoration. And what was once held back will be delivered in my beautiful timing. My beloved child, you are much closer to what I promised than you think. The quiet feeling rising within your heart, the deep stirring that makes you sense something great is drawing near, is not your imagination trying to comfort itself. It is the sensitivity within you recognizing movements that natural eyes have not yet seen. There are things I have sent forth, help I have positioned rightly, and doors I touched before you even knew you would need to walk through them. You may feel as though everything is still standing still, but behind the curtain of delay, I am working without ceasing. What you call delay, in my hands, may be preparation. What you thought was being held back may be the very way I protected you from entering too early. Before your heart was steady enough, before circumstances had fully ripened, before the blessing could remain with you without shaking you. So today, I want you to breathe deeply and trust one more time, not with forced belief, not as someone trying to smile while still carrying many questions inside, but as a child exhausted after a long journey who finally realizes the Father's hand has never let go. I am not only the one who governs the stars, not only the one who sets boundaries for the seas, not only the one who causes day and night to follow their mysterious order, I am also the Father of your life. I know your name. I know the sound of your sigh. I know the fears that are so personal you cannot easily put them into words. I know the emptiness in your heart, the thing you have waited for, the door you have knocked on, and the dream you once hid because you feared it was too large for your circumstances. And I myself, not anyone else, I am stepping into your situation with careful care, tireless compassion, and power that can turn what seemed fixed. Do not look at today's circumstances and conclude that everything is finished. Do not use the silence of one season to measure my faithfulness. There are doors I open without noise, without announcement, and without anyone's permission. When I have placed my hand on a door meant for you, no human judgment has enough strength to lock it again. No delay has enough power to cancel it. And no memory of failure has the right to erase your name from what I prepared. Your breakthrough is not only near as a distant promise, it has begun to touch your present. It may be coming through a small change, a new idea, an unexpected invitation, a connection being restored, or a strange peace in the middle of circumstances that have not yet changed. Do not take lightly the early signs of the season, for before heavy rain falls, there is often a very gentle shift in the wind. In this moment, what I ask from you is not perfection, nor hurried promises your heart has not yet understood. I only ask you to pay attention. Pay attention to what I am stirring within your heart. Pay attention to the peace that comes beyond reason. Pay attention to small opportunities that carry the fragrance of divine arrangement. Pay attention to reminders that suddenly cause you to remember, I am still the one who performs miracles. If my presence is moving you, let your heart respond with faith. Share this encouragement with someone who is also weary, so they may know that I have not stopped acting, that the heavens have not closed over their life, and that the long night cannot swallow the dawn I have appointed. A word given at the right time can become a lamp for someone walking in darkness. Sincere encouragement can hold back a heart that is about to give up. My beloved child, I want you to understand that a miracle does not always arrive as something dazzling that everyone immediately recognizes. Many times, a miracle begins when you are no longer as afraid as before. Many times, a miracle is your heart becoming tender again after a bitter season. Many times, a miracle is waking up and still wanting to keep walking. Even though yesterday you thought you had no strength left. Many times, a miracle is a door opening at the right time. A person being sent at the right moment. An amount being resolved. A decision turning around, or a path appearing where you thought there was only a dead end. Do not limit me by the pattern you built in your mind. I can come in greatness that overwhelms you, but I can also come with such gentleness that you only recognize it when your heart suddenly becomes more peaceful. What matters is not what shape the miracle takes, but whether you are awake enough to recognize my hand within it. I have prepared more for you than you can see. Behind the curtain of days that seem delayed, I taught you endurance, discernment, what is truly precious, and not to sell your peace cheaply just to gain a shortcut. If I gave you everything too soon, perhaps you would think the blessing was the final goal. But I want you to know that closeness with me is the source of all things. When you have me, you do not only receive what you need, you are also transformed so that you can keep it with wisdom. When you enter the new season, I do not want you to carry the mind of the old season. I do not want you to walk through the open door while still living like someone afraid of being abandoned. I want you to enter with gratitude, humility, a generous heart, and eyes that recognize every good thing as a gift from me. Therefore, stop telling yourself that everything is still too far away. Stop thinking that because you have waited so long, surely it is no longer meant for you. I do not operate according to your impatience, but I also never forget what I have promised. My timing may seem quiet, but when it comes, it carries such precision that you will have to recognize that not one day of waiting was meaningless. The tears you shed were not wasted. The prayers you spoke in loneliness did not dissolve into emptiness. The times you chose to believe though you had not yet seen became seeds. And there are seeds now preparing to rise from the ground after a long season of silence. You will see life where you thought there was only dryness. You will hear the sound of doors opening where you were once used to the sound of locks turning shut. You will feel support where you once only knew how to fight alone. I am opening a door no one can close. But step toward it with alertness. Do not let doubt pull you backward right before the threshold. Do not let the old words of others become new chains for you. Do not let disappointments turn you into someone who no longer dares to expect good. I am still the one who performs miracles, but I am also the Father who teaches you to stand firm when the miracle comes. I do not want you merely to touch the breakthrough and then become confused again. I want you to step into breakthrough with a heart that has learned trust, a mind that has become less tangled, and a life ready to receive and steward. What I give you will not only lighten today's burden, but will also widen your vision for tomorrow. My beloved child, keep your heart open. Let this word awaken the part of faith that seemed to have fallen asleep. Let my presence remind you that you are not forgotten, not excluded, not behind my plan. You are closer than you think. What I have prepared is moving toward you with the rhythm of heaven. Believe, stand firm, and continue walking in peace. And when you meet someone whose heart is weak, give them a ray of light, because what I do in you is not only for you, it can also become a reminder to others that I still heal, still restore, still open a way, still bless, and still call my children out of fear and into the season of grace prepared long ago. I have not led you through such a long journey only to let go of your hand at the threshold of change. My beloved child, there were times when you thought you were hidden in life, as though all your efforts, all your tears, and all your silent prayers were unseen. But I have never taken my eyes off you. I saw you on the days when you smiled to cover weariness. I saw you on the nights when you wondered whether you still had enough strength to continue. I saw the times when you tried to hold on to faith while trembling within. Your faith may have wavered, but my love for you has never been shaken. You have walked through dry seasons, through days when the ground beneath your feet seemed cracked for lack of hope. And now I am sending rain, not a few small drops for you to barely survive the day, but the rain of restoration, provision, expansion, and increase that will leave you silent in gratitude. So do not let your heart be swept away by the noisy promises of the world, by quick secrets, by formulas decorated as though one short ritual could make every debt disappear and every treasure find its way to you. I do not want you to place your hope in temporary excitement or in things that make you rush in fear, as though if you do not grasp them immediately, you will lose them forever. What I give does not need to be covered in confusion. True blessing comes in the light, in wisdom, in peace, in responsible steps, and in steady trust. I do not teach you to chase wealth as a master, but to receive provision as a child who knows they are loved, so that what comes into your hands may become a tool for healing,